Bitch, why is it hot? I got the fan on. My fucking lip was sweating, bitch. My whole shit is sweating, actually. It's hot in here. But I wanted to come through with a kind of a response video to some of the comments that I was receiving on my YouTube video, Can You Be Pro-Black and Date White People? I want to clarify that that wasn't a question I decided to come up with to anger people. It wasn't clickbaity, or it might have been clickbaity, but it wasn't supposed to be. Someone asked me a question I felt like I could better expound in video, and so that's what I did. I did not know that folks are gonna try to, have like OD deep ass discussions in the comments, and I appreciate that shit, but at the same time, I'm also kind of like, damn, some of the comments in the comment section were kind of like, yeah, kind of fucked up, kind of ignorant, but I wanted to kind of keep it real cute and just come through and say my piece, after reading the comments. Now, one of the things that I kept reading was black men were all up in the shits being like, nah, nah, nah. And then some black woman actually popped off and said, well, it's not like there's hella formidable black men for us to be fucking with. So, more so, actually I'm paraphrasing, because what was really said was the indoctrination of anti-black women and anti-blackness that black cis men in our communities and in our lives actually go through. A lot of them are anti-black women, like they're full of misogyny. So because of that, it's actually very hard to really think I'm gonna find me a black brother who's like down pro-black, loves me, because they are so far few and in between. With that being said, I have an opinion on that, and I'm not gonna sugarcoat it for nobody, but I really do think most of the time whenever a black man is interested in me, I feel like I'm always worried as much as I am excited, because I never know just where the indoctrination of anti-black women is inside of them. I don't know. You feel me? And I think because I am not always seen as black, and because I'm not always identified as black, or rather perceived as black, black men will really, fetishize and other me in a way that, we can't have no love between us if you're not really seeing me. So I feel like there's so many times where I'll really just get a couple beats of, what a black man has to say to me, and I'll just already know that I'm not really trying to fuck with it, because I feel like I have to be a teacher and I have to help this nigga unlearn. And as I told y'all, when I had my white partner, I was down to try to snatch somebody's edge and drag their ass to liberation. I really was down for that. Every time I meet a black man and we start get to talking about shit, and I start trying to open up their fucking mind, I usually find some anti-black ass sentiments crawling out, some classist ass sentiments coming out, some transphobic ass sentiments coming out. And so it's like when I'm sitting up in here with my non-binary trans ass, I can't even talk about being trans, because immediately as soon as I say trans, because niggas have been indoctrinated with all types of fuckery, they're just like, oh well, this bitch got a dick and I want to fuck with her. That's how they fucking really see me. I had a black man, dead ass, I showed him my blog on a dating site, and he must have ran into something about me being trans, because he was just like, you're trans? I don't fuck with it. I don't want to talk to you no more. Like, was just on some like really spooky ass, like weirded out ass shit. And I was like, damn. There we go again, assuming niggas' genitals. There we go again. But it's one of those things where it's like, if you automatically hear trans and you running and you acting like I'm gross, I'm dirty, I'm unlovable, what the fuck? Like, how am I really supposed to sit there and act like we equals when I'm sitting there telling you about yourself? It's not gonna go down like that. So there's so many experiences I've had with black cis men where they was just unreasonable ass motherfuckers, and they was really on some shit where as soon as I talked about white supremacy, they act like I invented the shits. It just got me to a point where I was like, damn, anti-blackness is so fucking deep, y'all. White supremacy is so fucking deep, y'all be keeping us from each other, and that shit sucks and it hurts. But I'm not gonna sit up here and act like black men ain't out of control from time to time, or a lot of the times, or most of the times. I can't pretend that. So I didn't really want to bring black men into the questioning, but it happened because it is a reality. I think that's what we don't talk about, is like, yes, I met so many pro-black ass black women, so many. And a lot of them do have white partners or non-black partners. And sometimes it's for safety. Sometimes it's for status. Sometimes it's for finances. There's a lot of different reasons why folks don't fuck with other black men, but I'll tell you this. One of the main things I know to be true is black cis men have internalized so much shit that I think when we talk about doing work, one of the things we don't talk about is how much, work black men require. Black men require a lot of work, and I think so many black women are willing to do it. Like, there's so many black women that are willing to work with these niggas, but these niggas got these lists and they got these ideas on what they deserve and on and what on a black woman doesn't work and what does work. And at the end of the damn day, I feel like there's just so many stipulations as to what a black man finds attractive versus what a black man actually is worth. You feel me? Like what he as an individual is fucking worth, and just so much so looking for the visual representation of his queen instead of thinking about the mental, you know, the mental health, the fucking spiritual health, the realities that black women really will stand next to black men and go through some real fucked up shit just to be like, I'm with a black man. You feel me? Like, that's a reality. Like, black folks, I think, myself included, for so long I was like, yo, I'm trying to find me a black king. Like, I dead ass was on that shit, y'all. I was looking for a black king. I really was. I was like, you can ask a couple of my friends. I was out here, and then I low-key was like, damn, is that fetishization? But the reality was, I was so caught up in blackness, yes, pro-black, that I was really sitting here ignoring the fact that a lot of black women were saying the shit that I was too fucking scared to say. Because black men do have privilege, and black men will not stand for you dragging them. That's why Tommy Sotomayor is so fucking popular. Because he is the fucking embodiment of these black cis men that are not shit, that really will shit on you and then talk about somebody else being more attractive or better than you because of X, Y, and damn Z. And it hurts, and it's something that I think black women have to carry the brunt of, not doing the work for these black men, but also not being desirable enough for these black men. It's just so damn much. It's just so damn much. So I think in ways, you know, I really did, you know, not want to come for black men in my video, but in ways I wonder, what did I leave out by not, you know, because I got this video popping up now, which is just as fucking relevant. You know what I mean? I don't think I can really say I only dated white folks because I couldn't find a black man. Like, I can't say that shit. I think when I first was understanding white supremacy and anti-blackness, I think as I told y'all, I was still so caught up in my white partner, I couldn't really think about nothing else. But as soon as me and my white partner weren't together, I was hardcore looking for black cis men. I was hard the fuck core. I was talking to all of the cis black men that looked at my profile on my dating sites, that I seen in real life. You know what I mean? I was really out here, and I just feel like there were so many instances where I really did think, you know, damn, like, me and this black man are vibing, and then we start talking about racism and shit. I start getting deep with it, you know what I mean? And we still vibing and everything's cool, but it's one of those things where it's like, these niggas will like fucking cut you off after a certain time. You stop meeting the friends, you stop going to the house, you start getting fucking calls like, I can't really, I'm too busy or whatever. But it's like, damn, it's like in the beginning, it just seemed like what they saw in me and what they thought my potential was as a partner, as a lover, as a friend, whatever, it turned out to not be something that they wanted, because it seemed like I just knew too much and niggas was really trying to live a little fake ass, you know, colorblind ass life. And I was really waking them up from that dream that was possible. And I think that really like angers the shit out of a lot of these like sleeping ass like black men. They really just fucking hate for you to fucking know some shit, for you to really bring some shit to the table to teach these niggas. They really do be feeling some type of way. And it's not to bash black men, it's to be honest about experiences had by black women, by black trans folks who are femme presenting, by black folks, you know, by black men who date black men. Shit, y'all know. The comments overall, they weren't really like wild. I was hyping it, but I think for the most part, folks really did pop off and was like, you know what? Let's be real about the anti-black, let's be real about the misogynoir that black men perpetuate. And I appreciate that shit, because if anybody's gonna pop off, it's gonna be black women. They're gonna come through and they're like, look, we ain't fucking with these white men because of nothing but, you know, and I don't think that's the case either. I think that there's a lot of black women who have all different journeys, all different experiences, and whether or not they fuck with black folks or they're not exclusively only fucking with black folks, that's their fucking business. But I think there's some truth in what the fuck we're talking about, some worth that black men could really get from this conversation, because just so many times I really thought that a black cis man was like really down, like really like feeling me, really hearing me. And it just turned out that like he really just couldn't get past like any of the shit I was saying, and that, you know, at the end of the day, he really wanted to, you know, be with somebody who perhaps wasn't so quote unquote focused on race or wasn't so fucking cognizant and aware. Like, I feel like there are so many instances where I was like fucking with a black man and like he wanted me to be like not really like aware. Like he wanted like the sexual parts of me, he wanted the surface parts of me, but he didn't really want to delve deep into the rivers of my life. You feel me? And I think because of that, I think I did just let myself, find whoever was trying to find me. A lot of times I don't really approach men. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really do it because for the most part I'm scared as to what the fuck is going to happen if I do talk to these niggas in a way that comes off as I am attracted to you, I do desire you. Because folks are really creepy. People are very weird towards me. People invalidate my fucking space and my autonomy all the time. So sometimes I do get worried about like putting myself out there and letting folks know, what up? I like you. But I also brought this up to say that I recently met a black cis man, you know what I mean? And he's really fucking cute and I think he likes me. I'm pretty sure he likes me. But at the same time, I think one of the things with my experiences is I am a polyamorous person. I'm currently in a relationship with my partner who's my primary, but I do have ideas of having other relationships, metamors, if you will. And I feel like that's my hump now. A non-binary trans person dating a black cis woman, trying to not be sexualized in that relationship, by men who I do want to fuck. Like if I want to fuck you, I'm not trying to fuck you with my partner. My partner don't want to fuck you, bruh. Like, and that's the thing. Like me and my partner will fuck people together, but I think it's one of those things where it's like me going out here and looking for people. A lot of times when I'm transparent about my partner, people get really creepy about it, and then I'm creeped the fuck out, and then I don't want to talk to you no more. Because as far as I'm concerned, you're not into me no more. You into me and my girlfriend, and you just fantasizing all the fuck you want, and I'm just sitting here kind of like, well, I'm done. I'm done with you. Goodbye. Black cis men, what say you? I don't super fucking care because a lot of y'all was acting the fuck up in that last video, and it sucks because y'all could really learn something. Like, y'all could really learn some stuff. You know what I mean? A lot of the black women in the group, there were some black women who were talking shit about how, how could you be in bed with a white person talking about white supremacy? It's so bad, white bae. It's like, really? That's how you think the conversations be going down? You don't think that there's ever conversations where, like, the black partner is just going the fuck in and the white person is just, like, listening fucking attentively? And just, like, affirming the fuck out of them, you know what I mean? And, like, just, and saying, yes, white people are fucked up, you know what I mean? I don't think people think about the ways that that's also healing for other black folks, to have a white person who is not only their partner, but someone that also validates them in their fucking anger of being black and being oppressed by whiteness. I think that that's real, y'all. And, like, it sucks because, like, folks are really trying to comfort me a little bit. But I just think it's important, to say that, like, black women have autonomy. You don't own us, nigga. You don't own none of us. You don't own none of our shit. So if we want to fuck somebody who's not black, we can still be pro-black. We can still be looking out for our people while we riding on a white dick. That's just the reality. I'm sorry that you mad. I'm sorry you mad at autonomy, my nigga. But when you fuck white bitches and you talking about blackness and how you're being treated and how white supremacy is fucking you up, don't your white girlfriend, like, don't Becky say shit to you? Don't Becky hold you down? I refuse to believe that you can't be pro-black and that you can't be fucking other folks of color who are non-black and just non-POC folk, like non-folks of color. Like, I feel like that's a reality. As with anything, there's room for fuckery, there's room for bullshittery, there's room for fake assness. That's the reality. But I definitely don't want to discount and discredit any black women out here going hard, going in, because they got a white boo. For all we know, their white boo might be OD respectful and quiet and chill as fuck in the presence of other black folks going in about shit. For all we know, we don't know that white person. We don't know their dynamic. And I think it's fucked up that we don't give black women credit to, to actually be, fucking autonomous and to fucking actually be saying what the fuck they're saying and doing what the fuck they're doing and it not being conflated with who the fuck is in their bed. So, all that being said, come at me. Come at me. You mad? I got a sweaty lip. Come at me.